Well, hello, guys, and welcome back. Glad you could join me again. Today, we're going to be talking about the latest updates for the Harbor Freight parking lot sale going on right now, March 2025. Like I said, this is the update. Now, I did a previous video a few weeks ago where I covered the leaked version of this flyer. And like I always point out, that's a leaked version. It's not the final print. And I promised at that time to give you an updated video when the final version came out. So here we are today. Now, some things have been added, some things have been taken out, and that's exactly what we're going to be focusing on in this video. What things have changed from the original one. This is not going to be a repeat video. I'm not going to repeat myself and go over everything that I did in that video. I'm going to give you just the updates, and that's what we're going to focus on. Now, if you want to see either the old or the new, you can see it at my website, and there's the domain right there. Just type that into your browser. Head on over there. Under the Extras tab, you can find this one and the previous one as well. But like I said, the previous one was a leaked version, a preprint, something like that, and it's basically not a very good scan of that one. They get sent to me. I don't get them myself. Somebody sends them to me, and they're not very good quality. Here you have a digitized version, which is very attractive and easy to look at. So you can take a look at this. If you don't want to take a trip to the store until you know if there's anything good in this flyer for you, here you go. You have the full flyer. All 6 pages are at my website. You can take a look at it at your convenience whenever you like. Just take a look at it and see what stuff you like in there if you want to go to the store and get what you want, or you can shop online as well. Now, like I mentioned previously, the Inside Track Club people, from Monday the 3rd until Thursday the 6th, you can get in and get early access. Everybody else will have access Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th. So you got plenty of time to prepare for all this stuff. No need to rush. Plenty of time to think it through, make your list, and get ready for what you want to buy. So like I said, the entire flyer is there. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to split screen this whole thing, and we're going to go to looking at the old and the new, and that way compare what changes have taken place. So let's do that right now. Alright, so let's take a look at these two different flyers side by side, and that way we can do a direct comparison as to what has changed in the flyer. So here we have the old one in the red, and the new one they decided to go with a green look to it. So there you go. So pretty much all the little inexpensive items up here have stayed the same. You still have the microfiber cleaning towels, the ammo box right there, the tarp, the drills, which are not very good quality. I don't recommend them. They're not very good quality. I have tested them, and they were terrible, so I generally will not tell you to get those. And you have the weatherproof case right there, and the folding light, which is a very good price for that. 53% off. That is a really good price for that. It's normally a $30 item, and most of the time it goes down into the 20s. So if you can get it for 14 bucks, that's a good item to go in and get. If you're going for something else, grab this one as well. Now here you have the Predator generator, that's still there as well, and the US General Cabinet, also there, still 500 bucks. Now the icon, here you see that they changed the layout of the entire thing, where the icon has been moved down here, the icon scanner, and you can still get that for 790 bucks. So that's still the same price, that hasn't changed at all. And it has a 1-year warranty like it points out there. Now the jack is not here anymore, but it has been moved further down, which we'll look at that in a little bit. So what they did was that they moved this Vulcan up here above the fold. I guess they wanted to get more exposure for that. So you get to see that one right there. So there's the Vulcan. If you want that one, it's still 850 bucks. So they put that one right next to the scanner, like I said, right above the fold, this technically being the fold right here, and they wanted you to see it more prominently. Obviously, this stuff is still the same, where you can get 30% off on the Hercules, 40% off on the Quinn, and 50% off on all the gloves, which I just found out the last pair of the blue nitrile gloves that I had, I just used them right now. So basically, I have to go get myself at least a couple of boxes, because I didn't realize I was at the last pair. I still thought I had a bunch left. So there you go, 50% off. That is a good time to go in and grab some. And the Quinn, pretty much it says all socket sets and ratchets. I had one of you guys ask me just a few days ago if it included the Master Technician set. Well, that is a socket set, so as far as I'm concerned, I would think that would be included in there. If to give you any trouble, I really could not explain that, because all socket sets and ratchets, and it shows a socket set right there. So that makes perfect sense to me that any Quinn socket set would be included. So that's a good way to get in and get some savings if you like the Quinn tools and you want to grab those right now. Now, like I said, here's the jack from up above. It got moved down here below the fold. I guess they didn't think that one was that important to sell. But here you go. This Bauer drain cleaning machine is still there for 200 bucks. And like I mentioned previously in the other video, that is a good price because that machine, I got that machine about 7-8 years ago and it was around 200 bucks when I got it back then. Right now it's a $300 item. So for just the price that it was 7-8 years ago, that is a good price. I think you should grab that one if it's something that you're interested in. And here you go with the Portland Green Machine. 70 bucks is a very decent price for that. The lowest I've ever seen it at a Black Friday sale was 65 bucks. So 69 is really good. If you're looking at that Portland machine, grab it right now. It's a good price. You still have right here the winch and the motor. All that stuff is still right there. And then the items down here, the less expensive items, these guys are still available right there. You see them. You still have the little portable inflator, the security lights there, the extensions, the dolly, the little bag, and the heat gun, all still right there. So that's pretty decent. None of that really changed. Now here they did make some changes on the lower one. You have all these items are still the same, but they took away the tire. They moved that somewhere else. And they added this set right here. So you have two sets of the step drills to pick from. I have both sets. They're both decent sets. Depends on which one you want to get or if you want to get both of them because this one does go bigger than this one over here. So the biggest one here is like this guy here. So this one goes even bigger. So if you want to have them both, they're both good sets. So because this one goes even smaller than this one, and this one over here goes even bigger than that one. So they compensate for each other. This one will take you smaller, this one will take you bigger. They're both good to have on hand. So as you see then, and once we start looking at the Bauer stuff over here, you see that they made some big changes to the Bauer area. They actually added quite a few more items. If you're interested in getting some stuff at a discount and get some Bauer stuff, you see that they moved away the Hercules and the Admiral. They moved that further down here. So that way they could expand the Bauer area right here so you have a bunch more stuff. I mean, you still got the sander right there and the wall sander. Those are still there. You still have the angle grinder over here. And you still have these two wrenches up here. These two impact wrenches. They're still available for you right there. And this combo is a good price because if you were to buy the two separately, you'd be over 100 bucks. So for 85 bucks, where you get them both, you have the charger and it brings you two batteries. That's a good deal to get it out right there if it's something that you're interested in getting. Obviously, this is $100 this set. But if you buy the tools separately, you're going to spend over 100 bucks. So I would either buy the set on sale or regular price instead of getting them separately. Since I already have one, obviously I have no choice. I would have to get the other one separately. Depends if you already bought them or not. So here you go with this one. They did add this chemical sprayer right here. They added the metal shears. They added the variable speed rotary tool. And they added these guys down here. Well, this one is here already. This drain cleaner is still already there. So that one is not added. It's already there. They added the chainsaw. And this guy right here, the multi-purpose tool, they added that as well. This guy right here, the buffer, is also there. So that one hasn't changed at all. So these guys here, the banks and the hose reel, got moved further on down. So we'll take a look at that in a moment. But there you see right there, you still have the grinding and cutoff wheels at 40%. If you want some of those guys, go ahead and go in and grab them. They are a decent price, but I always warn you guys, a lot of this stuff from Harbor Freight, a lot of the sanding paper and the grinding wheels and all that kind of stuff, it's not the greatest quality. So you're going to go through them a lot faster. In other words, you'll pay less, but they wear out faster. So you're just going to spend probably about the same as if you get them somewhere else. So just a fair warning for you, if you go through them real fast, don't expect them to last very long. And let's see, so what else do we have? Here we go. These guys, you have the compressors and stuff here. They're not here. They have been moved further on down. So let's take a look at these compressors and all that in a little bit. We'll take a look at these yellow items, these less expensive items right here. You still have the temperature scanner there. This guy, the spray gun, got moved somewhere else. Now you have the earmuffs. There you have the sawhorse is still there. The cleaning cloths are still there. Tape measure. And the wheel got moved from up above to down here. This guy probably got moved someplace else. It's not there anymore. You still have the jack. The pliers got moved. You see over here, now you have zip ties. You have a funnel. and you have a transfer pump. You still have the jerry can, and this guy got moved as well. So a few things got transferred around. Now down here, these guys are not here at this time. They got moved. You got the jack stands. They're still right there. Now you have an engine stand added on here, which was not there before. And then you have these two new jacks from Daytona, where you had the green one before. Now they added a 4-ton. The green one is a 3-ton, as you see. Now they added a 4-ton as well. And this guy is down here. They gave it a little bit bigger add to it, a little more prominence. I guess they wanted to push that one a little bit more. But this guy has been moved somewhere else, and so has this guy. So those are further on down. Here you go. Let's see. What do we have? These two guys are still right there. Here you go with the Icon tools. Now you still have the Icon plier set right there, and you have the Icon creeper. But they also added the Master Brake Caliper set, the 20-piece right there for $50. That is also a lifetime warranty. It's a good price, but as you see, it doesn't have the red bubble around it. The red bubble generally means that it's the best prices of the year so far. So it's a good price, but not the best prices of the year. So just a little bit of warning for you. And the 78% off liquidation sale is still there, which obviously they do that every single time. In fact, that goes on all the time. That's all the time. It's not the parking lot sale, all the time. Anytime you go into the store, they have a section where they have a table or something, or they may have it locked up depending on the store and the neighborhood and stuff like that. But they generally have some section in the store where they have all sorts of, like I says right there, open box, as is, discontinued, closeouts, factory reconditioned, scratch and dent, that kind of stuff. So you can get it up to 78% off. So that goes on all the time. If you're ever curious, just ask the manager if you can't find it, and they'll tell you where it is. And let's see, let's move on here, see what other stuff they have. Well, you see a lot of this stuff has been moved around. The trailer's not here, maybe it's further down. But you have a lot of this Viking stuff that has been added in here. These guys were not here before. Here you have more jump starters. These two 4-amp fully automatic microprocessor controlled battery charger and maintainer. That wasn't there. Now it's $30 for that guy. And this 2000 peak amp lithium ion jump starter and power bank for $100. That wasn't there either. So this one is 25% off. This one is $40 off. This guy was already there. The 1000 peak amp lead acid multifunction jump starter and power pack with 150 psi air compressor. Still there. Same guy, still there. And the Centec rolling jump starter, that guy is still there as well. So, like I said, some things move around, some things leave, some things still there. Now, let's look down here at these other parts down here, the yellow area. And here we have the telescoping magnetic pickup, that's still there. This guy got moved. The brake bleeder and vacuum set got moved over here. The screwdriver set, that got moved to the next page over there. The horizontal E-rack, I don't see that here. Maybe it got moved someplace else. In fact, they added some flashlights there. There's 3 different flashlights. I think this one was further up and they moved it down here. This guy is still there. And they have the magnetic towing lights right there. That is not here. Maybe it got moved somewhere else. But they did add this little light right there, which I don't see in the original one. And down here, what else do we have? They have a whole lot of different things here. There you go. The batteries are not there. That's been moved. They put some pliers. The screwdrivers was moved from up above. These guys, maybe they moved them from another location, but they are right there now. And this guy, I don't remember seeing that before. Now they added the non-contact voltage tester. And you have another ammo box right there. And a ratchet if you want to get that one. But they don't have the rib nut set. They don't have the drop cloth. They don't have the other one right there, the other tarp. And they don't have the hose. That's interesting. And they don't have this guy. Maybe they moved it somewhere else. Or they got removed. I don't know. We'll see as we go along. Here we have the welders that, let's see, were they up here? Or they got moved further, no, they got moved further down over here. So we'll get to that in a little bit. But here are the compressors that we were talking about previously, and here's this guy right there. So let's see this guy. Here we go. This guy right there, the 30-inch 5-drawer mechanics cart, that's still right there, $190 if you want that guy. And the big 72 by 22 triple bank, right there next to it if you want that guy. And the pegs are right here as well. So there you go. That got moved further on down. As you see, it's not right there. It's over here, but it got moved further on down. I'm going back and forth. And let's see over here. This guy, the Pittsburgh set right there, is still right there. The 225 piece, that guy is still there. The trailer, I don't see it so far, unless I missed it and I'm blind. I don't know, but I don't see it so far. Here we go with the 100-foot 10x3 Vanguard triple tap extension. I haven't seen that one yet. But here we have the compressors. They were up here, and here you are. It's still the same four. They didn't change these guys. Actually, this one right there, it's still the 6-gallon 150 PSI, but right now it says that it's a better price than it was before. That's interesting. See, some things change. You can't tell what's going to happen, but there you go. It's still 40 bucks off. I don't know why all of a sudden. Maybe it was a misprint before. I don't know. But it's saying for that one, it's the best price of the year. This one is still 170, and this one is still 200, and these guys are still 50 bucks. So that hasn't changed at all. This guy is still there. There you go with the Central Pneumatic 3/8 inch by 50-foot retractable hose reel for 60 bucks. Now, I happen to have this guy, and I've had it for several years. In fact, I was using it earlier today, and it's a very good hose reel. I always tell you, that is the original one they had. That is the OG right there, and it's very good. I think it's a very good price. I think when I got that like 6-7 years ago, I paid 60 bucks for it. So 60 bucks again right now, that is a really good deal. I would say grab it. It's a lot cheaper than the Merlin and a lot cheaper than the Extreme and a lot cheaper than the other one, the industrial one that they have. So I would say if you're just going to use it for around the house and stuff like that, your basic shop at home, this is a really good deal to go with. If you want to pay more, totally up to you. I really don't see a benefit for using it around the house. If you want to have the other ones, maybe they're better quality for a garage or something like that, you might beat it up more, totally up to you. But from home use, I've been using it for years, never had a problem with it. That's just my suggestion. In fact, you can go check out my video that I did a review on that like 6-7 years ago. You can go check that out if you're curious. And let's see down here. Let's see back to these guys. Well, this guy here, the air compressor starter kit, got moved further on down. And the spray gun that we didn't see previously is down here. In fact, now they give you 2 spray guns, where before we only had the purple one. Now you got the green one also. And you got this 18 gauge 2-in-1 brad nailer and stapler. This is the Banks, not the Central Pneumatic. I have the Central Pneumatic. It is practically the same. I don't see much of a difference to it. So I think this is probably a decent machine if it's anything like the Central Pneumatic. And here you have another one of those weatherproof cases and a TV stand right there. And the batteries, okay, these guys got all moved down here. Here you go. Now we see where all those guys got moved to. So where were they? They were around here somewhere. There you go. These guys got moved further down here. So the batteries, the case, the tarp, all that stuff right there. So far I haven't seen the rib nut set, but there it is. And let's take a look at the welders now. Well, here you have still the Chicago Electric and the helmet still right there. 100 bucks and 30 bucks. The welders, here you go. You still have this one right here, which is $5.99. It's still right there. Now they give you the MiG 170, which was not over here. Here you have over here, originally you had the 125 and the 200. Here you have the 125 still for 120 and the original 200 for 600. Now you got the 170 as well, so you have more choices. Now they added the helmet as well, which was not originally over here. The table, the modular table is still there. So now they give you another welder and a helmet as well. So let's see, what else do we have here? This guy is further down. I saw that before. But here you have the carpenter's table and the stand. That's all right there. And this guy, the utility cart, that's guy right there. And this one we saw just a little while ago. So this guy is right there. There is your parts cleaner. And there is your floor shop press. There you go right there. This guy, like I said, is further down. This guy is further down. They moved a lot of things around. I don't remember seeing this one previously. So there you go. You have a safe as well. And you have a 700-pound capacity hand truck right there. This guy, I don't think I saw that previously. So it looks like they added the 3-step aluminum step stool. Well, here you have the rib nut setter. There you go. They added that in there. And the folding hex key, that one's down over here. And here you have the transfer pump down over here as well. And the high visibility adapter set, there you go. And the wire cutter and the wrench set. Those are all at the end of the last flyer. Here it is still in the middle of this flyer. There you go. Oh, and here they added the hose. There you go. There's the hose right there. There is the light set right there. And I don't remember if we saw this guy previously, so they may have added these guys in. But as you see, this one is kind of ending right there. Here we go. Here we have the Predator inverter generators and the semi-trash water pump over here. There's the semi-trash water pump right there. And you have the 9000 and the 9500. Okay, there's a 9500 right there, still 1800 bucks. There is the, where's the 9000? Oh, there it is. There's the 9000 right there, still 700 bucks. And they added a 13,000 and a couple of motors over here. So you got the 13,000 added in there at 1,000 bucks. There you go. That is not a bad price. $200 savings. If you want that guy, now is a good time to save yourself 200 bucks. And previously, these guys were not here, maybe in a different position, a different location. But now you have the 15.8 horsepower overhead valve horizontal shaft gas engine and a 13 horsepower horizontal shaft gas engine. And they're both good pricing, so you can pick those guys up if you're looking for some motors. Now, this guy got moved down here. Remember, it was up, there we go, right there. It was up further up. They moved it down here now. And this guy got moved as well. Where was it? There it is right there. 50 bucks. They didn't give it much prominence. It was bigger there. Didn't give it as much prominence. I would say it's a good deal. I mean, 49 bucks is really good for this guy. I think I paid like 54 when I got it, and that was on sale. So 49 is a really good price for it. Maybe not the cheapest price of the year, but 49 is still a pretty decent price. There is your submersible utility pump right there. Oh, there's that guy. There you go. They used to have it at the bottom there at the end of the flyer, and we saw this way earlier on. And here you go. Here is the trailer that we didn't see previously. There it is. There's your trailer. They moved it way down here. And the utility garage right there, the truck SUV portable garage, they moved that down there. And I don't remember seeing any solar panels previously, so it looks like they added the solar panels. This motorcycle carrier, I don't remember seeing that earlier either. So like I said, unless I'm blind, they added that as well. And your hitch right there, and some of these other things that were earlier on this flyer, they moved them down here to the bottom. So there you go. Some of the other stuff that I couldn't find previously, where is it? Well, anyway, doesn't matter. I couldn't find those previously, but they are down here now as well. So that gives you some idea, guys, of what they've made changes where they added, like I said, originally it was 4 pages. And as you can see right there, there are now 6 pages. So a lot of stuff has been added and moved around as well to make accommodation for the space for all these different things. Both of these are available at my website. I'm sure you don't want to see the old one. You probably want to see the new one, which is much more attractive, digitized, very easy to read. The old one was kind of like not very good and not very easy to read as well, but it was just a precursor, just giving you an idea of what was coming up. So here you go. Now you have the latest version of the parking lot sale. It's coming up this weekend. So if you want to go in, head on over to my website, find this flyer and go through it and pick out all the items that you want. There you go, guys. That's all what we have for this video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.